Hello and welcome to another StarCraft 2 co-op guide. Next week's mutation will be the very difficult Burning Legion, so I've made this guide to prepare you hardcore co-op enthusiasts for the challenge up ahead. I've already talked about Void Rift hit squads and the units that each commander uses in my previous video. If you haven't seen it and would like to know more about that in detail, check out that video here. Unlike Rifts to Korhal, where you can just control most of the rifts while slowly massing an air fleet to snipe shards, in Lock and Load you need to actively clear encampments so you can reach far rifts. Air hit squads are better because they can hide in dead airspace and they can reach rifts faster. Maintain control of the center lock, or else they will attack your natural and throw off your timings. Before 520, the rifts will only be in the red circle, so you can get rid of the first 4 rifts pretty easily. That's the only good thing about the rifts on this map. Starting from 520, rifts might spawn near the western lock, so if you have an air fleet, you should fly it there around the back to defend that area. Make sure you don't touch the lock, otherwise enemies will start moving towards it. Your goal in the early game before 820 is to clear the 2 green X's and the orange ones too if possible. By 820, you will most likely need to defend 3 additional areas. Of course, the rifts won't necessarily spawn in all of those areas, so you have some time to get a hit squad to those locations. If you haven't cleared this green X yet, move around the sides, here and here. If you don't clear all the rifts, you will have to fortify your defenses at the natural. If you leave too many rifts alone, you will probably get overrun due to Avenger. By 14 to 15 minutes, you want control of all of these areas. The main army will deal with the wave coming from the left. The blue hit squad should move back and let the right wave capture the southeastern lock. Switch places with the main army after the left wave is defeated and recapture the lock. When you push into the eastern base, place a hit squad around the natural. So your new hit squad will be here and your main army will be pushing this way. If it's an air-based one, hide where the triangle is. Remember the timings of the waves and the paths they will take. Hit squads should stay out of their way. The main army should deal with them. So 17 minutes, they're going to come from here, and this hit squad should not be here. They're going to go this way towards this lock, assuming you have these 3 captured. When you push into the northern base, it'll be similar to the previous one. So you will have a hit squad to replace your main army, and your main army will push this way. If you have already cleared this one, you can leave some units here, or the hit squads from either of these can take the rifts that are here, since this base will be empty anyways. When you push into the last base and you're sure you can take it, go all in, but don't let Amon recapture any locks. Throw your hit squads at the enemy waves to slow down their progress if necessary. What happens when 2 rifts spawn in the same area? Check out my first guide to see it explained in more detail. The short answer is, take out the closer one first, then let the rift wave spawn. Wait about 15 seconds, then go. If your hit squad is about the same distance away from both, take out the rift that is farther from your base. You don't want to attack a rift when a wave is about to spawn. It should be about 30 seconds after a rift spawns, which means if a rift spawns at 950, don't attack it around 1020, because a wave will spawn and those enemies might be stronger than your hit squad. On this map, there aren't too many crappy rift spawns, but if you get one, man, they're really bad. So here, if you're unlucky, a rift may spawn here at 520 or 650. So you need to be ready to deal with it, because if you don't have one here, they're gonna spawn and probably one of the rift waves will come after you. The blue spot is kinda bad before 12 minutes. Once you clear this area, this will become a regular area to defend. The 2 orange ones are close to the enemy base, especially this one. This one's a little bit further from their static defense, but this one is like right next to some photon cannons if you're fighting its toss. Air units can deal with these, but ground units, they're gonna have to go up this way and they probably can't deal with them at all. The yellow ones are super bad. These 5. These 2 are right outside where the enemies spawn, so sometimes the enemies might be waiting there, the next wave will just be waiting there, and you can't kill them with a hit squad because the wave will just destroy your entire hit squad. Same with this one. these will be behind or in between static defense, and sometimes you might have to lose some units just to kill it, or you have to make a bigger hit squad just to deal with this one rift. And this one is right next to the bonus, so it's very, very hard to kill without losing anything. If a rift spawns in a location deep in the enemy base, leave it alone until you can clear it safely or until you can afford to lose an entire hit squad. Prepare to fight extra rift waves. If there are 2 rifts in crappy locations, then you kinda have to sacrifice a hit squad to get rid of one. Most commanders cannot afford to leave 2 rifts alone for too long. And that's it for this lesson. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss other guides like this one. Share this with your duel partner so you will be able to control the rifts more easily on this map. Thanks to all the members who are supporting me. If you would like to join our squad, check out the membership in the description below. And while you're here, why don't you check out this guide on how to use Tychus versus Void Rifts. He's the best commander for Rifts after all. See you there!